to see you here, Pramod. We've down here on a Sunday morning for the SCA Grand Final, IA against SCC.
Yes, so just telling what happened. The toss won by IA and they have chose to bat.
Yeah, it's not sure if it's a good toss to win or not. The conventional wisdom, Pramod, says you should always bat first at IA, but you never know what's a good total first start, and there's going to be pressure on the batsmen. There'll be pressure on the bowlers as well, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out to start.
But I always feel that runs on the board, chasing is always tough, because I think 90% of the national team is formed by these two teams. We have Chama, Bhupinder Singh, Surendra, Rohan, Chetan, Karthik, Jana, Vinod, Suresh and Ananta.
Yes, that's a strong side that I have put out.
And Rohan, yeah. So Rohan and Chaminda will be mostly opening for IA. And then Rooney will take the new ball.
Yes, and if we look at the SCC team, we have Aritra captaining, and then we have Navin, Reza, Ahan, Anish, Siddhant, Scott, Arun, Peter Murray, Deepak, and
yeah, Aditya looks like Ahan at the moment.
So SCC have got a strong team as well, and you can see there's a very strong Singapore represent across the two sides, so it should be a very competitive match and a good show. So if any of you are watching the live stream, and if you can come down, do make an effort to come down and show some support when you can.
So as expected, Chama and Rohan going to the field, and SCC is not ready yet. I don't know what's the hurry for the IA batsman here.
Yes, the umpires are out, the batsmen are out, and the SCC team are just gathering on the boundary, composing themselves, and they're just going to have a bit of a huddle before they come out onto the field of play.
So it will be a long wait for the batsman. The batters and umpires looking at SCC.
We've got the SCC unofficial or perhaps official by now team photographer Venkat, who's... Yes, it's quite a conventional field to start up. I'm not sure they're expecting much movement off the pitch, so they've only gone with one slip. No gully, no deep third man, and fine leg as well. First ball.
Good lines. I know, well left by the batter. Maybe you want.
What a shot. Rohan gets to the pitch of the ball and drives it through the covers for four. It's a good confident start. It's hit the middle of the bat.
And nicely driven through on the offside for a four. A foolish ball. Try to play a flick straight to Reza mid-wicket. So Arun strikes early. Rohan walking back. So this is what I think, the ball bit held up on the wicket. The batsman finished his shot, but it went straight to mid-wicket. So good one.
So we have Surendra coming in at number 3. He scored a good and compiled 55 in the semi-final against Thanjai yesterday. So he'll be a key wicket for SCC to get out. He's always looked composed, look compact at the crease.
Which might, a loose shot can give us a wicket. Oh, a tap on the offside, extra cover boundary.
Yes.
Good shot.
He made that look very easy, Raja. He just waited for the ball and just timed it through extra cover for 4. Great shot.
But the difference was this ball, it was way outside, a bit outside of.
I can see why you're commentating then, Pramod.
No way I'm gonna dive. Time's up. Nice lines. Flick for a 4. Arun's getting a bit too fuller to the batsman. I think he has to. Okay, that's the role given to him. Maybe attack, but one more on the leg side. I mean, take the gully out and give him on uncomfortable, and then makes a mistake. Too full on the stumps. A flick to cuff for a boundary. Great shot there.
Yes, that was full and straight and just flicked away very easily by Chaminda there. Batsman of his class, he's going to
31. And we got 3 boundaries, so. Okay. That's a 6. Over deep extra. A bit full. Width given. Chaminda will not miss on that opportunity.
Yes, and that's what you're talking about, Pramod. He's very attack heavy.
He's going to look to score in front of the wicket.
And that's pulled quite confidently.
1.
That's dragged a little short there and put away nicely. They have taken their opportunities when it has arrived.
Yes, definitely.
The intent has definitely been there. It's been a good start from the Eagles this morning.
I think with that leg, it's a
good shot there.
That's very well played.
Touch 3 point, 4 runs.
Very well played. Slides in it. It does get him a lot of wickets bowled in LB.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, used his shoot beautifully there from Surinder. Beautiful shot. Used his pitch over a bit off.
See a replay here. Did use your feet.
The last few overs, just looking to attack the bowling a bit more.
Good shot and no fielder there.
That's 4 runs.
4 runs.
Gets the nick there, and that actually beats the fielder
4
at
runs. Yeah.
a third
Lucky.
man.
King shot through the covers. 4 runs.
Wonderful shot there from Surinder. He's looking good here. It's a beautifully timed shot.
Shot outside off. Cut to deep. Third for a boundary. So far in innings watching Chama, he has not played any attacking shots. If there is room outside off, he's freeing his arms.
Yep. He wasn't far outside off. He's just guided it down past the third man.
That's a great front foot punch, bisecting the fielders for a 4.
And that takes him to 50. A very well played 50. A chanceless 50. And he's doing the business for IA this morning. It's a great shot.
It's a good launch pad. Sharma on 50. Something has to be done now.
And that's a lovely punch.
That's gone. The dangerous man out. So yeah, as we discussed with Dean, that this commentary change will work. So sorry, Bish.
I'll give you the credit for that one, Raja. But that's a fantastic catch by Scott as well, standing up to the stumps against Sid, who fancies himself bowling 140. You can see the replay here. Stays low, head over the ball, and a fantastic catch.
Good work. The way Scott went, reaction to the umpire is like, uppercut? If you're not going to give me one.
Yeah. No, there have been 1 or 2 chances that the umpires have not given SCC, or the decision's not gone SCC way. But that one, the umpire didn't hesitate. Really needed to break that. And now they just need to put the pressure on the new batsman.
That's a lovely shot. Length. Cover drive for a 4. That was simply a good shot. So,
of course, very confident. Second ball faced only.
okay, Surinder with a height 6 on long on. He scores his 50.
And that was a big 6 as well. That's cleared the gym. That's this from the straight boundary. Yeah.
So, a chance. Okay, this time he connects it pretty well. Over long on for a 6. I think Surinder is making a move and
Yeah.
pretty quick.
He just confidently stroked
But that
down.
was not a proper. Surinder is launching every over. That's a huge 6 over long off.
I think he's trying to hit a 6 every over, Pramod.
Yeah, for the past 3 overs he has hit. This time he cleared his leg, thought it's going to go on the leg side, but with given cutaway, Reza on the chase. A misfield for a boundary.
Misfield there by Reza, and that's a boundary.
But I think today SCC bowling has been a bit off, maybe because of the pressure what IA batsmen are putting. So they are taught.
And that's in the gap for another boundary there, Arjun.
Yeah, adjusted
Corner this time.
adjusted pretty well over there. He was getting ready for another sweep, and
So we'll be looking to attack the stumps, be more straight.
yeah, that's the gap.
That,
Again,
that's
played it
what you were
late.
saying there, Arjun. Just playing it late, just helping it on its way. Down to third man for a 4.
I think he's played that shot a couple of times, and if you're bowling over the wicket, that's I think we have a deep mid now.
Almost a cow corner.
Straight down the ground.
Straight down the ground, 4 runs, and that's his 50. Lovely shot to bring up his 50.
I think I was thinking about bringing his spinners back into play here.
Flatter.
There we go.
And that's a good shot.
Again,
Not much
that's-
flight, but
That's in his
picked up
zone. That's in his hitting zone. That's his arc. He's got long levers, good reach. Batting on 95 too.
95.
They've just corrected me there.
Oh,
And he
there's
goes
another.
I think he goes to 100 with another 6.
That's his 100 here in the final.
Yeah, he's a big game player, isn't he? Tremendous knock this.
He's played well. Not just today, but the entire season.
Death bowler as well. And this is just going over square legs
gone all
for
the way.
another 6.
Just straying down leg slightly.
Yeah, that's poor bowling. Actually, looking at the replay, just created that opportunity for himself. If you see,
That's another.
that's another one there.
Massive one this time.
That's a big 6, landing into the
30-yard circle of CSE. I think if you can see the replay, I think he's just waiting for the ball. Just walking.
That's a very poor
that's
ball
5
there,
runs
with the
coming
keeper
off.
up.
I will take that. Saves them the boundary.
The right idea by Subhan. The lines, however, and the execution.
I think Surrender will want to attack Aris. Plate save.
Yeah, you can clearly see he's looking at bowling outside off. And
That's a good ball. And
Arth has done that.
And
He's-
Arit's done it.
He's known to get wickets for SCC. Had a very good club outing in a friendly last weekend with the ball as well.
Very
Got
good
5
knock
wickets and
by-
5 runs.
Very good knock by Surrender here. 123 of just 102 balls.
Absolutely.
And you can see the SCC players just telling him well batted.
It was a great knock and a great partnership, and 150 runs for these two guys. And Surendran take a bow. You can see over here the friendly camaraderie that is shared between the two teams. SCC congratulating Surendran. Top knock over here. Big applause for here by his mates.
Well
And
played by Surrender.
Oh, that's a great shot. That is a fantastic cricket shot.
Right.
That's a tough one to bowl to. If he's,
Right,
if he's
yeah.
going to hit you through cover. Yeah. A little bit over pitch there from Adit, and promptly put away to the deep mid-wicket fence. It's a bit of a stretch of, I like to prefer the term away spin, depending on the batsman's form of batting. That's
A
in the
chance,
air, that's going down his
straight to
throat, and
Deepak's
that is
throat.
out. That's
It's safe.
a big wicket.
So the one thing what Arith is doing, he is brave enough to flight the ball, do what he can do, and the wickets are coming.
That's a beautiful piece of bowling.
Right. So Arith get his second wicket. A well settled Arjun, 73 of 55 balls. Oh no. That's a 6 ball.
Just dragged that one down a little unfortunate. He's not happy with himself, Arif. Just dragged that one down a little.
When you think too much as a bowler, that's what happens. It has to be a part-timer. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows everybody's strengths. So, Karthik usually takes his time to get going, but he's been given 2 balls to get away from strike. Chetan sweeps,
swept that
that's fine.
Yeah.
I think Lion what Anish is bowling his leg and outside leg stump. So easy to help the ball on its way. That's very well bowled.
Right down. That's
It's
six.
a 6. Just crossed the boundary.
That's 300 up for the Eagles. Just over 44 overs. Plenty of Eagles fans here who will, given it is the IO home ground, not to be surprising.
I think the highest score on a finals. Not that knees.
Oh, that's an inside edge. That's going to run away to the boundaries.
I think Mahan does it well to
Oh,
save
and that's
it.
gone to the boundary for 4. A little bit of luck there for the Eagles, but that's another 4 in the scoreboard. Oof. That is a fantastic cricket shot.
I think Ahan bowled well, right pace. I think the width was given for Karthik to free his hands. I think the bowlers had no sight of Pete Murray. Arith bowls.
Oh, he's hit that, spoon that up to go. Well, that's
Right.
wonderful, wonderful captaincy from himself there to keep him on. Very savvy cricketer, though. Bowled the wicket-taking ball. I've been known to take a few of those wickets myself, but that was that's a wicket-taking ball in any form of cricket.
So,
And forces the batsman to play a shot that
a short ball. Karthik tried to make room and cut it off, and then one loose ball. That was hit me ball, right?
I do think that's another 6. Yes, that's 50 up for Chetan. That's a blistering half century, thrilling half century for the crowd. He raises his bat
I mean, the last 2 balls,
and he gets a drink. Hasn't done much running. I don't know if he needs a drink.
the ball is lost.
No, he sends
Make
back
use
the
of
drink.
time.
Through there, about to be seen. Felt like that came off the middle of the bat. That's
That
another half tracker.
goes
That's
six.
put over the bowler's head for 6. That was an interesting over. The 14 off the over, and the score moves to 347 for 5.
So a couple of overs to go. 12 balls. I think Ahan will bowl his to take the challenge.
And that is hit over the bowler's head. That's 6 runs, I believe. That's over the bowler's head. That's a very good cricket shot from Janak. 355 for 5. It's been a very impressive batting performance from the Eagles.
This time it was on the off start.
That's 8 balls left in the innings here. Definitely 370s on the cards. That's hit up straight to short cover. To cover, that is out. Well bowled, Ahan.
Well bowled.
Gave it a little bit of flight, a little bit of movement off the pitch.
So Bish, he's now targeting the Midland leg stump, and that we have seen that batsman is finding hard
I think
to
these
hit boundary off
are
it.
these are some lessons I hope the Eagles aren't listening to, because it
Alright.
will make the
Some changer, slow ones.
Right up in the block hole, though, I think. What's through? Didn't quite get there, and Chetan, what a wonderful stroke.
Fire with fire.
That's the...
You either use the pitch, hit the pitch halfway mark and see what happens, or change of pace. Yorker at the moment will be the best ball to be bowled, but not that easy.
See, with 2 balls left in the innings. That is dug into the pitch yet again, and that is hit over cover. That's a little disappointing there from the...
But it's a good shot. He made room. He knew that he's going to bowl short to him. He made room and opened it to hit it over cover for a boundary. This is why a change of pace at this moment. Pace on the ball is going to be easy for the bat.
Last ball of the innings.
Swing and a miss. End of innings.
It's a wonderful
370
performance.
target for SCC.
Wonderful performance from the Indian Association. Built their innings well. Wonderful from the middle order. Chetan finally ending on 72 off 37 deliveries.
5 sixes, 6 fours.
And only 8 dot balls. A wonderful activity rate. This will be a wonderful challenge for the Lions.
The Lions has no other option to go all out to chase 370. That's a target given.
Let's look at the scorecard. Ranga was dismissed early. Chaminder and Surinder then put together a very nice partnership. Chaminder was dismissed for 50 by Sid. And then that brought Surinder and Arjun to the crease, and that's where the innings really accelerated.
They scored like 150 off 100 balls.
100 balls. That was a wonderful partnership. That was finally undone by Arit, who came on to bowl his leg spin, got both dismissed, both batsmen, and then Chetan came to the crease and then just accelerated from there. From the Balestier Road end, Arit to receive the opening ball. Full toss, hit to cover. We got one slip and a gully here. Third man, fine leg, very regulation field. And that is dismissal off the second ball. Arit looking to swing across the line there, bottom edge onto middle stump. That's a wonderful start for the Eagles.
That's not the start that SCC wanted as such, but everybody has to fight up and pull their socks on and try whatever they can to chase this down. They're in the slot to be hit, but too eagerness or a bit more nervousness in there. See who is coming next.
Gentlemen, it did rain reasonably heavily, but all clear now. Sid has just deposited that over mid-on. That's his game, folks. He does like to take the bowlers on, which is why I like this move. I mean, if he can bat, a period of time, then the score is reachable.
Yeah, I agree, Bish. I agree. Some
Mid-on head, over cover there. They were very, very in the arc, in the V, so it was a very disciplined batting performance from the IA. That's too short for Sid. He loves them there. That's hit behind backward square leg. That's 4 more. That's a very positive start from Siddhant. That's 1 for 9 off the first over.
That's a mindset we need the batsman to be in, basically, right? Anything short, anything wide.
Very good athlete, so, you know, he does slide him. Wow.
That's 6 of the best there from Sid. That's sliding into the leg stump, middle and leg, and Sid has just helped that. It's on its way. That's actually taken from outside off stump. That's Sid it is.
Ahan Archer making a play to get up above me. We'll see how that goes.
Oh
my goodness!
That's into
CSC. That's sort of regulation gully. It's just a shot of a man in form who can.
Sid has taken that from outside off stump and he's put that over the boundary at deep mid on. That's another 6 to Siddhant. Seeing he has electrified this inning so far. We are at 37 off the 0.1 overs.
It's a good strategy not to allow the left-hander to settle down. So anything in the slot, anything in the arc, just keep your wicket, try to dab it for single doubles. It's a good shot over the covers. In the slot to be hit, and with that aggressive and positive mindset, Naveen goes for it.
Indeed, was not a bad delivery. It was just taken from outside off stump and put behind the backward square leg fieldsman. Where score moves to 49 after 4 overs, 4.4. That's tossed up, and that has also been hit for 6. That's a glorious cricket shot by Naveen over mid-off. That's 50 up off 27 deliveries.
A lot.
He's had another crack at that, and that is through the infield. That is racing away to the deep point boundary. That's a fantastic cricket shot from Siddhant Singh.
Just cut in between the two field. Super safe shot there.
He's a very tough batsman to bowl to when he's in this sort of form. You've seen the shots here, folks. He's hit one over. He's had another crack at that, and that is through the infield. That is racing away to the deep point boundary. That's a fantastic cricket shot from Siddhant Singh.
Just cut in between the two field. Super safe shot there.
He's a very tough batsman to bowl to when he's in this sort of form. You've seen the shots here, folks. He's hit one over. Speaking of which, that's it's out. It's been caught down at deep mid on. Sid has gone for that one swing too many. That was probably into the wind. He was just misjudged the direction of that wind, that southerly wind that's coming in, and that has been taken very smartly on the deep mid on boundary. Sid came a long way down this crease, got a lot of that ball, and it just hung up in the wind, and that was taken very well.
That's not a good news for it. Well, he was looking pretty set, was middling the ball, so IA must be pretty.
Oh, that's a lovely sleep shot there from Naveen down to the short fine leg boundary. That's fantastic cricket. That's definitely a shot in the repertoire that does concern all spinners. Naveen back on strike here. I think he's like that. That is hit over the ball. That's onto Balestier Road.
That's a long six on the Balestier Road. Right up the middle.
It's a powerful batting lineup.
That's a good placement. It's a good sweep shot employed again, pulling it out from the 4th, 5th stump. It's a super shot.
That's a fantastic shot from Nina. So this so through Vinod's mind here, it's as a bowler. That's a thick edge going down to flying down to third man. That's 4 more runs. That's a bit of a luck for Naveen, but that's another 4 on the scoreboard. Need a bit of luck. Naveen with another sweep shot. That's got to be hold out. That's got straight down the throat of the man at deep backward square leg. Tried that sweep shot one too many times. And that's another wicket, folks. That's 3 for 110. That's a huge dismissal.
That's a huge dismissal, right? And probably that's why they persisted with Vinod, right? They knew that the batsmen are trying to play their shots, and they wanted to give it another go.
That is a huge dismissal.
And Anantha 0 for 10 off 2.4 overs. He's done his job here in the middle overs for Ayeta. Ooh, and Reza comes down the ground and is stumped by Chasen. And Reza goes for 14 off 21, and that was the pressure that finally got too much in this run chase. So
I personally felt that the pressure was put by ourselves. The batsmen tried to, for the early 3 wickets, they tried to take their time in, and
And if we look at the replay here, we see a little bit of drift there from another, and a lot of spin actually, a lot of purchase there. Very, very nice delivery.
When Reza came down the wicket, he wasn't really looking for that single or the big shot. He kind of just came down the wicket with no real intent on what he was trying to do with that. 2 of the experienced batsmen in the middle as well, and this is what the crowd has come to see, and it's starting to build up, and more and more people are coming in to watch an entertaining end to the final here.
that was a loose wicket, pitched up, straight driven back to the bowler, caught and bowled. Aditya has to leave.
That was a soft dismissal by Aditya. He'll be fuming at the way he got out. That was, as Pramod said, just tossed up in the air and without bit of a nothing shot here, and he hit it back to the bowler. This is putting additional pressure on the mid-order batsman coming in. It's mixing it up just to keep the batsman guessing. That was another short ball, pulled away by Scott, going towards deep square leg, and that's 4.
I'm just being advised by the scorers right now, the current run rate. He's practicing, as we say, so that's when you disrupt a bowler's line and length, and the confidence, and the bowlers will start to think about it. And as we speak, he plays a proper sweep of a leg spinner, backward square. Great shot.
After 23 overs, SCC are 165 for the loss of 5 runs.
70 for 5. Scott here 10 off 11 balls, so going at about a run a ball for the start of his innings, as is Anish as well at 15 off 16.
I'll be happy if Anish does that in the next 20 balls. A 4, a single, a 4 and a single. Oh.
And Scott has spliced one to point. Top edge, caught at point, and the most experienced man in this team is making his way back to the hat.
I think it was hit. He tried to hit it very hard where he couldn't control the ball, but yeah.
And you would say just reward there for Bhupinder Singh after a very strong 5 overs. I think it was a well-deserved wicket, which is born out of the pressure that he's built.
Back into the innings. Some early punishment from the hands of Siddhant. I don't think he needs to.
You can't bowl there.
You can't bowl there to Anish. That was a fantastic cricket shot. He was rocked back on the back foot and just slapped that over mid-on for a 6.
I remember Anish telling me that he loved people bowling that length in Tasmania, and obviously it's followed through to Singapore.
So Pete's still at the non-strikers end sorting out his helmet. So Nick, you've known Pete Murray. This is about Pete Murray at this point. You've known him for a long time. Any stories that you have seen him in this position before that perhaps tells you that he's the man that can get the Lions home? As we speak, that's a lovely guided out by
lovely
Anish.
shot. I mean, it's tough to talk about Pete when Anish is batting. So
That's hit through the boundary. That's gone through into the mid-wicket fence for 4. That's a wonderful shot from Anish. That's good cricket. That's good cricket. Murray on the other end, 1 from 6. What sort of, that reminds me there, Nick, you'd probably know him better than anyone. How does he deal with pressure? Can you imagine anything to tell, like he's off one? Was a little bit worried at Dempsey. Anish just played around that one. That's hit the leg stump, and that is out. That is a key, big wicket here for the IA Eagles.
You think that's the final nail?
That's going to make it very, very hard for me. That's a key wicket.
I think that it's a good wicket.
That
means that we bring in some heavy hitters.
Very well bowled. Well played.
SCC lose their 7th wicket here. The next man in is Arun, who's been a finisher for SCC. I think his handicap is at this point in time.
His handicaps his rate of holidays.
Through that.
Some would say if they were in England, buzzers. We're not going to say that. What are we going to
Really confident with each passing over here as the required run rate gets away from SCC.
Murray with a big shot over mid-off. That's 6 runs to Pete Murray. That's a fantastic cricket shot. He's taken the game on. That's what we need. That's what we like to see. Used his feet, got to the pitch of the ball and slapped that over to the boundary. Too many nightmares from that cut shot, but he definitely does have that shot in the kit bag. Oh, it's another shot. It's way over mid-wicket. That's going clear. That's 6 more runs to Pete Murray. That's brought the game alight.
12 of the over. That's definitely game on.
That's good cricket from Peter. He knows that he needs to be aggressive here. That's down to 100 and the Cougars and the Tigers as well. There's been some selfish performances from the Cougars this year. On top of the order. Oh, that's going over the boundary line, and he's hit that for 6. Pete Murray showing some life here. That's 3 sixes in a row for Pete Murray.
Let that hit a 6! What a record!
That's Junior Murray getting very much behind his dad. That's good support here. Some movement behind the side screen, or near the side screen. It's amazing how many times we see that in the game of cricket. Folks not paying attention to the game itself. Murray's hit that cleanly. That's going down the deep mid on field and straight down his throat, and that's out. Murray has been dismissed for 24 off 26. Hit that well, but just not well enough, and Apu gets the key wicket of Pete Murray, and that's 8 for 228 off 32 overs. That's going to make it a very, very tough proposition for the SCC Lions from here.
That's unfortunate. He didn't quite get under the ball here. The ball was there for the taking. Unfortunately, the execution was not quite up there.
I think if he had his time again, he might have thought about cutting that. I don't know. The ball was probably there for him just to hit that through which has been very pleasing to see. Definitely here to attacking the total and make these runs. Unfortunately, a little bit daunting of a total to chase. He's hit that down deep, and that's straight down deep on throat. That's a disappointing end. For a very strong innings, I thought he batted very well, but unfortunately that is the end of the 9th wicket. Aaron is dismissed, and we're 9 down here for 2:31.
As Bish pointed out, chasing 371 in a big match is never going to be easy. Due credit to SCC for putting up a good fight here, but it seems to be well beyond the reach here with 9 wickets down.
We need 115 of the next 16 overs. Batsmen need 8.5 and over. I don't think Deepak and Ahan are the type of cricketers that's going to see. And that is it. That is it. That has taken middle stump, and that's a congratulations to the IA cricket team. The IA Eagles have secured the premiership, the championship for the 2019 season for the SCA Cricket Championship.
They would have been disappointed not finishing top of the league, but they've definitely stepped it up for the big games. And they have shown why they have been the 5-time defending champions for Division 1.
Is that 5 in a row? That's
6 in a row.
That's 6 in a row. That's a fantastic effort from the IA Eagles. That's a credit to them in their resplendent lava red, I guess you would call it. Shaking hands here. Wonderful show of sportsmanship. So the IA Eagles have been successful this afternoon, making 370 off on a good batting deck, but definitely punished the Lions bowlers, and Lions in reply 239. Well, beers are being fallen. I think that's going to be soon for us from the commentary team. There's not much more to commentate here.
Yeah, that's it from us. Thanks for joining us on YouTube.
I want to thank everyone that was involved, the guys here in the commentary box. The camera work has been fantastic. To be honest, it's been better than the commentary, to be honest. The camera work has been just spot on, and the professionalism has been outstanding. We'll see you next year.
Hopefully with an SCC win.
Thank you very much.